Sri Sai Satcharita, Chapter 9, Effect of Compliance and Non-Compliance with Baba's Orders at the Time of Taking Leave. A few instances, mendicancy and its necessity. Devotees, Tarkhad families experience Baba fed sumptuously. At the end of the last chapter, it was briefly stated that the Bhaktas who obeyed Baba's order at the time of taking leave fared well, and those who disobeyed them suffered many a mishap. This statement will be amplified and illustrated with a few striking instances and by other matters dealt with in this chapter. Characteristic of Shirdi pilgrimage. One special peculiarity of Shirdi pilgrimage was that none could leave Shirdi without Baba's permission, and if he did, he invited troubles. But if anyone was asked to quit Shirdi, he could stay there no longer. Baba gave certain suggestions or hints when devotees went to bid goodbye and take leave. These suggestions had to be followed. If they were not followed or were departed from, accidents were sure to befall them. We give below a few instances. Tatya Kote Patil. Tatya Kote was once going in a tonga to Kopargaon Bazaar. He came in haste to the masjid, saluted Baba and said that he would go to Kopargaon Bazaar. Baba said, "Don't make haste, stop a little, forget the bazaar, don't go out of the village." On seeing his anxiousness to go, Baba asked him to take Shama, Madhavrao Deshpande with him. Not minding this direction, Tatya Kote immediately drove off his tanga. Of the two horses, one, which cost rupees 300, was very active and restless. After passing Savli Vihir, it began to run rashly, got a sprain in its waist, and fell down. Tatya was not much hurt, but was reminded of Mother Sai's direction. On another occasion, while proceeding to Kolhar village, he disregarded Baba's direction and drove in a tonga, which met with a similar accident. European gentleman. One European gentleman of Mumbai once came to Shirdi with an introductory note from Nana Sahib Chandorkar and with some object in view. He was comfortably accommodated in a tent. He wanted to kneel before Baba and kiss his hand. Therefore, he tried thrice to step into the masjid, but Baba prevented him from doing so. He was asked to sit in the open courtyard below and take Baba's darshan from there. Not pleased with the reception he got, he wanted to leave Shirdi at once and came to bid goodbye. Baba asked him to go the next day and not to hurry. People also requested him to abide by Baba's instructions. Not listening to all this, he left Shirdi in a tonga. The horses ran all right, but when Savli Vihir was passed, a bicycle came in front, on seeing which the horses were frightened and ran fast. The tonga turned topsy-turvy and the gentleman fell down and was dragged over some distance. He was immediately rescued but had to go and lie in Kopargaon hospital for the treatment of his injuries. Such experiences were legion, and people learned the lesson that those who disobeyed Baba's instructions met with accidents in one way or the other, and those who obeyed them were safe and happy. The necessity of mendicancy. Now, to return to the question of mendicancy, a question may arise in the minds of some that if Baba was such a great personage, God manifest, why should he have taken recourse to begging bowl throughout his life? This question may be considered and replied from two standpoints. First, who are the people who have a right to live by the begging bowl? Our Shastras say that those persons who, after getting rid or becoming free from the three main desires, viz. First, the progeny, second, for wealth, third, for fame, and accept sannyas are the fit persons to dine at their home. They cannot make cooking arrangements and dine at their home. The duty of feeding them is laid on the shoulders of householders. Sai Baba was neither a householder nor vanaprastha. He was a celibate sannyasi, that is, sannyasi from boyhood. His firm conviction was that the universe was his home. He was the Lord Vasudeva, the supporter of the universe and the imperishable Brahma. So he had full right to take recourse to begging. Second, now, from the standpoint of Panchasuna, five sins and their atonement, we all know that in order to prepare food, stuffs, and meals, the householders have to go through five actions or process, viz. Kandani, pounding; second, Peshani, grinding; third, Udakumbi, washing pots; fourth, Marjani, sweeping and cleaning; fifth, Chuli, lightening hearts. This process involves destruction of a lot of small insects and creatures, and thus the householders incur sin. In order to atone for his sins, our Shastras prescribe six kinds of sacrifices, viz. First, Brahma Yajna; second, Veda Dhyana, offerings to Brahman or the study of the Vedas. Third, Pitri Yajna, offering to the ancestors. Fourth, Deva Yajna, offerings to the gods. Fifth, Bhuta Yajna, offerings to the beings. Sixth, Manushya Atithi Yajna, offerings to men or uninvited guests. If these active sacrifices enjoined by the Shastras are duly performed, the purification of their minds is effected, and this helps them to get knowledge and self realization. Baba, in going from house to house, reminded the inmates of their sacred duty, and fortunate were the people who got the lesson at their homes from Baba. Shri Sai